there were two Republican responses. First, they had Congressman Paul Ryan, never heard of him, but okay. Now we know who he is. And then Michele Bachmann. So if you watch the whole night, it was kind of evolution in reverse. You know, you had Obama, and then Paul Ryan, and then Michele Bachmann. Then Animal Planet had a squirrel monkey give his take.
That's right, and that's why the Democrats right now are just rejoicing that Obama has brought this into the White House. They not only do they have dollar signs in their eyes now, they see dollar signs in their eyes for the next 40 years, and they see that they will have total control, not only politically but economically, of the budget, so that the have-nots will be the Republican districts that are left, pouring money into Washington, D.C. to be redistributed out to the Democrat districts, which will suck up all the money. I don't know where they're going to go to get all this money, because we're running out of rich people in this country.
Yeah, we are. We are running out of rich
under
people.
Under Obama, big evil is now anyone with a joint income of $100,000 or more. I truly believe that's probably going to lower to anyone with a joint income of $65,000 or more will be considered big evil and taxed to the hilt.
Michele Bachmann, and you know, I don't want to keep harping on this about history, but it is kind of important. She said this week the founding fathers worked tirelessly until slavery was no more in the U.S.
That is, it only took 13 amendments later, but...
We're going to close the unproductive tax loopholes that allow some of the truly wealthy to avoid paying their fair share. In theory, some of those loopholes were understandable, but in practice, they sometimes made it possible for millionaires to pay nothing, while a bus driver was paying 10% of his salary, and that's crazy.
We also believe, unlike Warren Buffett, that taxes are high enough already.
The result is that workers sometimes find themselves paying higher taxes than the giant corporations they work for. And hard-working families have to struggle under a growing tax burden while the special interests get a free ride.
Now, the president's friend, Warren Buffett, just came out and said all the billionaires should be paying more money. I have a suggestion. Mr. Buffett, write a big check today. There's nothing you have to wait for.
An executive who's earning in six figures, well above $100,000 a year. He wrote me in support of the tax plan because he said, I am legally able to take advantage of the present tax code, nothing dishonest, doing what the law prescribes, and wind up paying a smaller salary than my secretary gets. Or, I mean, paying a smaller tax than my secretary pays.
As a matter of fact, the president has redefined millionaires and billionaires as any company that makes over $200,000 a year. That's his definition of a millionaire-billionaire.
President Obama was the one who was behind the tax cut extension bill in December. That was his position.
So perhaps Mr. Buffett would like to give away his entire fortune above $200,000. That's what you want to do? Have at it. Give it to the federal government. But don't ask the rest of us to have our taxes increased because you want to have a soundbite.
President Obama was the one who was behind the tax cut extension.
Mark my words. The American people aren't going to take this line down. No. We aren't going to play their game. We're not going to pay their taxes.
Well, when God gave me His calling, when I received Jesus when I was 16, because we are hot for Him on the inside, amen? Because when you are hot for Jesus Christ, there is nothing that is like that life. It is the most exciting life when you are praying in the Spirit, when you are meditating on His Word, when you are fellowshipping with like-hot believers.